Hello everyone, Todd Hagens with you. It is Friday. It is time for football in Gaston County, and we are live in Cherryville at Rudelsville Stadium, where we are cheering for the Cherryville Ironmen tonight as they welcome Stuart W. Kramer to town. It's going to be a big game right here on this field at 7:30 tonight as the Ironmen face the Storm. Now, I'm going to introduce right now somebody who is probably the most excited person in Cherryville about this game tonight, and I am talking about the principal of Cherryville High School, the new principal of Cherryville High School. Mitch Allen is with us, and Mr. Allen, it is great to see you. Thank you for inviting us to Cherryville, and you're ready for some football tonight?
Absolutely, but before we get started, y'all know we like to do things a little different here in Cherryville. So we're going to start this off with a bang. Light it up!
Mr. Allen, I think you're right. We're off to a bang here in Cherryville. And if you know anything about Cherryville, those are the Cherryville New Year shooters. And typically that happens at the stroke of midnight at New Year's.
Absolutely, all over town.
But listen, we got special permission today for the Cherryville New Year shooters to be with us because it's a big game, big night for Cherryville football.
It sure is. We're looking to weather the storm tonight, and we are excited. We hope that everybody can come out at 7:30 tonight to watch us weather the storm and us come out with a big victory.
Hey, I like that. You're going to weather the storm with a bang.
Absolutely.
Tonight.
Absolutely.
Tonight here in Cherryville. Okay, I think we've got some more sound, and I'm talking this time about the Cherryville High School Marching Band.
Our award-winning Cherryville High School Marching Band. We're looking forward to hear them in just a second. Absolutely.
All right, band, are you ready? I think you've got the Cherryville High School fight song for us. Let's hear it. The Cherryville High School Marching Band. Cherryville High School Marching Band, everyone. Great job from the band and the cheerleaders. Todd Hagens with you. We are in Cherryville live on Facebook for our Friday night football pep rally. And with me is the head man for the Cherryville Ironmen, and I'm talking about head coach Patrick Bowman. Coach, it's great to see you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Big game tonight. So Stuart Kramer versus Cherryville. Just how big is this game?
Well, you know, it's obviously very big for us. One, it's the next one on the schedule, but two, wrapping up conference play, got 2 weeks left of it. And three, you know, it's an in-county game, so a lot of added excitement there and a lot of high expectations anytime you play somebody in the same county with you.
So what is your team's approach going into this game tonight against the Storm?
You know, we've had a rough week last week, so, you know, big preach on ball security, taking care of ourselves, eliminate mental errors for us, and hopefully it carries over into tonight, and we take on a very good Stuart Kramer team. You know, they had a big win last week, a lot of momentum rolling for them. They're well coached, so we have to play well. But I think if we can come out and do our job and take care of ourselves, we'll be okay tonight.
That's what it takes, Coach. Doing what you practice, making it happen on the field, because when you do that, it puts the points on the board and it puts the win
sir.
in the win column.
Yes, sir.
That's what it takes. So tonight's a big game, obviously, but you've also got a big game next week. Big rivalry next week as you take on Bessemer City down at Bessemer City next week. And that's going to be a big game in this Southern Piedmont Conference race with the playoffs. So talk a little bit about looking ahead to next week against Bessemer City.
Well, we'd never like to look ahead. Right now, all our intentions on playing Stuart Kramer. But obviously that game, that rivalry speaks for itself. Oldest rivalry there with them in Gaston County. So a lot of excitement going into that game. A lot of anticipation. But we got to play well tonight first, and then we'll see what happens next week. Obviously, they're a good team. They're well coached. But we'll worry about Bessemer City next week when we get to go there. But
hey, it'll be a big game next week. It's going to be a big one tonight, and it'll be a big one next week for the season finale for Cherryville at Bessemer City. So let's talk about your team this year. You started off the season with some good wins, and that gave you momentum going into conference play. So what has impressed you the most about your team this year?
Like you said, we started off good to start the year off. But really impressed with our guys, man. They truly do care about each other. They're a tight-knit group. And with the schedule, we play a tough schedule, tough conference. And for it to be tough sometimes, they stay together, they stay the course. And I couldn't be more proud of them.
So you've been here in Cherryville 2 years?
Yes, sir. It's my second year.
What do you enjoy most about coaching Cherryville football?
Hey, it's a special place. Obviously, you see the New Year's shooters. You come on Friday nights, this place is crowded, man. It's a small town, but it's a tight-knit community. And that's one of the most joyful things about being here. Obviously, great leadership that attracted me to Cherryville. Coming from somewhere like I was and taking that step out into a different place, coming here with great leadership, a great-knit community that you've always heard about made that step a lot easier. So happy to be here. Excited for tonight, hoping it'll be packed out, and hopefully we can come out on top tonight.
Friday night football in a small town, I don't think it doesn't get any better than that. Does not get any better than that. Coach Patrick Bowman, thank you for being with us. Now, Coach, I think you've got 3 of your star players back here.
We do.
I'm going to invite those guys in, and I've got a few questions for them, and I'll get you to hand that microphone off to them. And we'll talk to 3 of the Cherryville Ironmen. I've got with me, this is Elijah Proctor.
Sir.
And I've got Maddox Kerrigan.
Yes, sir. And
I've got NJ Whitworth. Najee. I'll buy you a pizza for pronouncing your name. I'm sorry about that. All right, so guys, big game tonight.
Yes, sir.
Stuart Kramer, right here on this field at 7:30. What do you think it's going to take to get that win tonight against Stuart Kramer?
It's going to take a lot of dedication and teamwork. Got to be physically tough and mentally tough ready for this game. Stuart Kramer is a real talented school. You got to come out here and just hit him in the mouth first and set the tone to get the win tonight.
Start strong. When you start strong, that sets the momentum for that game.
Yes, sir.
So, number 55, and tell us your position, Elijah. Tell us what position you play.
I play slot receiver and outside linebacker.
All right, 55, tell us your position for the team, for the Ironmen.
I play left tackle and middle linebacker.
Okay, so how important is this game to you and next week's game at Bessemer City?
This game's really important because it's our senior night and we really want to win for them. And then next week against Bessemer City, big rivalry game. So we really want to get that belt back. And it's a big seeding game for the playoffs. So we really need to win that one.
There's a lot on the line.
Yes,
a lot on the line the last 2 weeks of the season. So let's talk about football here in Cherryville. What do you enjoy the most? Tell us your position for the team, and then tell us what you enjoy the most about being part of Ironman football.
Well, I play receiver and cornerback, and honestly, I feel like I just love to play with the boys and just play with them. I feel like they just make it so much more fun for me, and I just love playing with them.
And you've got a lot of responsibility on you as a quarterback, and you got guys like this and the whole team. They're there to support you, and they're under your leadership. It'll be a great night, won't it?
Yes, sir.
It'll be a great night. All right, y'all, band, cheerleaders, let's hear it for these guys and the Cherryville Ironmen tonight. Going to do a great job against Stuart Kramer. And then, of course, next week against rival Bessemer City. So thank you guys for being with us. All right, so let me see what is on the agenda now. Our cheerleaders, is that right? Guys, we're going to go over and take a look and see what the cheerleaders have for us, okay? All right, Cherryville Ironman cheerleaders, you've got a performance for us? You ready to go? All right, we've got the Cherryville High School cheerleaders on our Friday Night Football Pep Rally Live on Facebook.
C-H-S. Whose house? Our house. 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 C-H-S.
The Cherryville High School cheerleaders.
This is our territory. Yeah, you know the story. So tell the whole wide world this is our new territory. Yeah, you know the story. So tell the whole wide world this is our new territory. Yeah, you know the story. So tell the whole wide world this is our new territory. Scarlet!
You're watching our pep rally live on Facebook for Gaston County Schools.
We are the Army 2. I think I hear you 3. A little bit louder. 4, more. 1. We are the Army 2. I think I hear you 3. A little bit louder. 4, more. 1. We are the Army 2. I think I hear you 3. A little bit louder. 4, more. 1.
Let's hear it for the Cherryville High School cheerleaders. Ladies, great job there. And I know you're going to bring a lot of energy to all of the people in the stands here at Rudolph Stadium tonight. So good job. Now, before we move on, I want to mention the mascot you've got here. The Cherry is working hard back here performing for the Cherryville Ironman. And if I remember my history correctly, the Cherryville teams used to be called the Cherries before they adopted the Ironman mascot. So it's good to see how you all have incorporated the Cherry into Cherryville back here at Rudolph Stadium. And right there in those end zones, you've got the big cherries painted, Cherry, and then V-I-L-L-E, Cherryville. So I like that, and I like this mascot here. So good job. Okay, so you're watching our pep rally live on Facebook. We're in Cherryville High School, Rudolph Stadium. It is Friday night. It is time for football in Cherryville and in Gaston County. And right now, we are going to meet the Cherryville Superfan. And when you meet the Superfan, you're going to know exactly why this person is the Superfan. So let's meet our Superfan right now. All right, everybody. Our Superfan. Listen, Leroy, I'll have to buy you a pizza for doing that because there's no way I could have done a performance like that. All right, so you hold that microphone right up there, and we're going, everybody, this is Leroy Montgomery, and in Cherryville, he needs no introduction. He is the super fan for Cherryville High School, and I'm going to tell you why. I'll let you catch your breath,
Okay.
and I'm going to read a little bit about you, okay?
Okay.
All right, Leroy is a 1982 graduate of Cherryville High School. Before he graduated from Cherryville High School, he started in 1979 serving as the team manager for the football team, the basketball team, and the baseball team. So that's been going on all these years. He became an employee at Cherryville High School 32 years ago. So you don't find anybody more loyal to Cherryville High School than Leroy Montgomery right here, everybody. Let me tell you this. He's been the ball boy for the Shrine Bowl football game. He's been a lifetime member for the Shriners. He has been inducted into the Cherryville Sports Hall of Fame. He's been the Gaston County Sportsman of the Year. And just recently, in 2022, he was the Grand Marshal for the Cherryville Christmas Parade. And in 2023, he got the Love of the Game Award, and then last year he was the WCNC Hometown Hero. So everybody, that right there says why Leroy Montgomery is the super fan for Cherryville High School. Isn't that right, Leroy?
Yes, sir.
All right, show me what you were showing earlier. Look right here, everybody. The team managers get championship rings. So these are some of his state championship baseball rings, and he told me he's got a whole bunch of more of them in the drawer at home. He didn't have enough fingers to wear them all when you think about the state championships that have happened here in Cherryville. So Leroy, what's it like to be the super fan?
I love it. It's fun. Ain't nothing like it. It's fun. I mean, it's fun. I love it.
And when they said to you, Leroy, you're gonna be our super fan, what'd you think about that?
Yeah, I'll do it again and again and again. I love it though. I love it. I love it on TV. I love it. Ain't nothing like it.
You'd even do that dance again, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
I'm doing tonight. I'm doing ball game night.
That's tonight.
Tonight,
y'all.
ball game.
So when you get to this game tonight, not only are you going to see the football game and the cheerleaders and the band, you will see Leroy Montgomery, the super fan for Cherryville, do that dance again.
One more time tonight, baby.
One more time. That's why you need to be here. 7:30 tonight. Cherryville taking on Stuart W. Kramer. Leroy, we love you.
I love it. I love Cherryville High School.
Love this place. And everybody here, band, cheerleaders, we love Leroy, don't we? All right, Leroy, thank you for that. I'm going to have you pass that microphone right off over there. And I think it's time now for the game day rundown. All right, so it is week 10 of the high school football season in Gaston County. We've got tonight and next week to go. Next week is the season finale for high school football. So tonight, Stuart Kramer at Cherryville. This is an important game in the Southern Piedmont Conference. At this point, every single game is important because every win is key to determining the playoffs, the seeding for the playoffs, which are coming up beginning November the 7th. So tonight, Stuart Kramer has a 6-2 overall record, 4-2 in the conference. Stuart Kramer, they're positioned to make the playoffs after getting big wins against West Lincoln, 21-0, and then they stunned football power Lincolnton by a 45-21 score. So Kramer's losses are against Burns and Shelby. Now the Ironmen, they want to secure a playoff berth. And we feel like they can do it tonight with a win, and certainly with the win next week at Bessemer City. They can pick up those wins. It will secure that playoff spot. The Ironmen are 2-4 in the conference. They're 4-4 overall, and their wins this year are against North Stokes, Owen, Highland, and East Gaston, and they're looking for a win tonight against Stuart Kramer and next week against Bessemer City. So our games tonight, Friday, October the 24th, we've of course got Stuart W. Kramer at Cherryville, Forest View at South Point, West Lincoln at East Gaston, Highland at Burns, Bessemer City at Shelby, Hunter Huss at Kings Mountain, and Crest at Ashbrook, and that is going to be the game that will decide. It's going to be a big one. It'll decide that Big South Championship, we feel for sure. Crest at Ashbrook tonight. So next week, we're looking ahead to next week's games. For Friday, October the 31st, it's the regular season finale, and it's a big, big, big week for rivalries in Gaston County, because next week we've got Cherryville at Bessemer City, Stuart W. Kramer at East Gaston. You've got Ashbrook at Hunter Huss. That's the big battle of the bell. We've also got North Gaston at Forest View. All of those games are big rivalries for Gaston County. And we also have next week South Point at Ambassador Christian. So looking ahead to the playoffs, they begin on Friday, November the 7th. In the Big South Conference, Crest, Ashbrook, and South Point, they're guarantees for the playoffs. Hunter Huss, Kings Mountain, they're on the bubble. That game tonight will be a big game to help determine the playoffs. And Hunter Huss, Kings Mountain, they're trying to gain that momentum tonight with this big game. So in the Southern Piedmont Conference, Shelby, Burns, Lincolnton, we feel like they are guarantees for the playoffs. Stuart Kramer is in a solid place to make the playoffs, and Cherryville and West Lincoln are on the bubble. So that's why it's important for the Ironmen to win tonight, win next week, because with 2 weeks to go, only 2 weeks to go, every single game is important. So that's your game day rundown. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be big, everybody. So get out there tonight. Support your teams. We'll be here in Cherryville at 7:30. There's a lot of football going on in Gaston County. Get out there tonight and support your favorite team. So now we're going to talk a little bit about, I think we're going to talk about academics. We've done a lot of talking about athletics, but academics number one for us. And so Principal Mitch Allen are going to join me, and we've got Teacher Callie Cook here. And Principal Allen, I know there are some things that you want to share. You want to talk about the graduation rate for Cherryville High School.
Absolutely. Yep. Not only do we win on the ball field and on the court, but we also are winning in the classroom. So we have the highest graduation rate of any traditional high school in Gaston County last year at 96.6. On top of that, we met in every subgroup that's presented here at Cherryville High School on our growth report, as well as we are the second ranked student proficiency in Gaston County. So again, not only are we winning on the ball field, on the courts and all that, but also in the classroom, and that is due to all the great people that you have met today, and one of those being Miss Cook here, which is one of our math teachers at Cherryville High School.
All right, so you talked about the graduation rate. I'm going to say it again, because not only does it exceed 90%,
Yes.
above the state average, it's the 96.6, the highest for traditional high schools in Gaston County, not including the magnet schools.
Absolutely, yes.
And then you talked about student proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
The student proficiency is second among the traditional high schools, not including the magnets.
Yes.
And you met your academic growth expectations.
Overall, and as well as with all 7 subgroups that are represented at Cherryville High School.
It was worth repeating, everybody. That's why I said it again. We needed to say it again. So, Ms. Cook, you've got some things that you're going to share with us about academics at Cherryville High School.
Yes, as a teacher, just speaking on behalf of our whole staff, we love our students and we want to pour into them academically. We are a small town, but we have such big pride, and it's not just us teachers at the school, but it's also our community. And here in Cherryville, we're special. We have a wonderful educational foundation that provides support, and teachers can apply for grants, and they give us resources for our classrooms to make it a great experience. But just a spotlight on our kids, 17 out of 17 of our sports teams were represented as scholar athlete teams, and that's 100% from last year. So our kids, they put in the work on the field, but they put in the work. They want to reach the next level in the classroom.
I don't think I could have said it better. And you heard it, everybody, from one of the teachers at Cherryville High School. You got great teachers, you got great students, great leadership. All of that comes together, and it makes for a really great school here at Cherryville High School, and all the schools here in Cherryville.
It's the best place to be.
You've got the small town atmosphere, the excitement, and the energy. And, you know, years ago, I started my career working here in Cherryville. I worked in Cherryville for 7 years as editor of the newspaper here. So I know exactly what you're talking about. And it is true. It's a great place to be.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Thank you all for sharing that information with us. And I think it is now time for a performance from the band. You want to hear from the band
Yes,
again?
we do.
Absolutely.
All right, band, we're going to turn it over to you, let you give us a great performance. And here is the Cherryville High School Marching Band. Let's hear it for the Cherryville High School Marching Band, everybody. Great job. Great job. And of course, you can hear the band tonight during the football game. And we want to let everybody know that all of our high school bands will be performing at the Marching Band Fanfare. That's coming up next Saturday, November the 1st, getting underway at 3 o'clock at Stuart W. Kramer High School. Tickets are $10. So come out next Saturday for the Marching Band Fanfare to support all of our high school bands in Gaston County Schools. Todd Higgins with you for our Friday night football pep rally on Facebook. We're at Cherryville High School at Rudelsville Stadium. Big game tonight. Stuart Kramer coming to town to face the Cherryville Ironmen. So, band, thank you for that performance. Cheerleaders, thank you for that performance. And I want to thank everybody at Cherryville High School. Principal Mitch Allen, all the players, the coaches, everybody here at Cherryville High School. We really appreciate them giving us an opportunity to be here to celebrate Ironman football and to celebrate high school football tonight in Gaston County. So, I'm going to step over here with the cheerleaders, and I've got one question for the cheerleaders. Y'all ready for this question? Yes. Big game tonight. Who is going to win? Ironman. The Ironman. That's your answer, everybody. 7:30 here tonight, Rudelsville Stadium. Be here to celebrate the Cherryville Ironman. And if you can't make it to Cherryville, get out there and celebrate your favorite team. Be in those stands. Support the players, the bands, the coaches, the cheerleaders, everybody at the games, because it's Friday night, everybody. We're ready for some football, and we want you to get out there and enjoy football in Gaston County Schools, everybody.
Woo!